by Gully TV. I got a very special guest tonight. This is the second or third time he's been on the Real Gully TV tonight. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna memorialize the late great Poster Boy. Go ahead and introduce yourself, G.
No, so in a sense, Kobe when it comes to the cologne collection, you know what I mean? You know how we do this thing now, you know what I mean? I got a new slogan, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because a lot of dudes running around acting like they got the sauce, but you can't compare a collector to a connoisseur. Your girl texted me when she got home. She said she had a good time, but she was kind of sore. You know what I mean? That's how we talk that talk. You know what I mean? Nah, Bones Brigante, man. You know me.
I really appreciate you tapping in tonight. I've been reading the comments under Poster Boy's freestyles. I went straight to them because I never stopped listening to Poster Boy when I was in the gym. When I'm in the gym, I listen to Jurassic Harlem all the time, and
Right.
I listened to his freestyle he did off of Mystical's Danger beat. I'm a Poster Boy fan for sure.
Right.
As recent as about a year ago, I used to talk to him from time to time. We were Facebook friends, and then he kind of like just disappeared off Facebook. What I want from you is I want you to share some fond memories that you have of Poster Boy.
Well, we got to take it back to how we all met Poster, which was Freestyle Friday. You
Absolutely.
know,
Before,
um,
not to cut you off, before you go into the Poster Boy thing, give my viewers some history on how you were able to appear on Freestyle Friday. That was something that I always wanted to, tap into. How did you actually get a chance to get up there and compete like that?
I had to audition. I auditioned for. I had a homegirl of mine. I wasn't watching 106 at the time, and she was calling me, telling me, "Yo, I want you to go on Freestyle Friday, yo, that you could win some money and all." And I was like, "Oh, don't nobody watch that shit no more." And she was like, "Nah, like I'm telling you, like they do this thing where it's a tournament and they bring back all the dudes who won." So this was 2009, and at 2009, you had to like actually sign it to a computer. A lot of people didn't have emails on their phone, so
Okay.
she would call me all the time, like, "Yo, you got to do it, you got to do it." And the last day that, because you had to send a message, you had to send a message that you wanted to audition,
Yeah.
and they would send you the information. You got a number and all of that. And it was the last day. She was like, "You got to do it today." And I was on break from my job, and we should go play ball across the street. And by the grace of God, it was a computer right there. And I'm walking, and she like, "Yo, do it today." I turned, I sent the RSVP for the audition, and my homeboy, he was a 5%er. So he would always tell me like, "Yo, you gotta walk in your light." You know how 5%ers talk,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And he told me like, "Yo, on June 1st, you going you gonna have something happen for you." And I'm thinking like I'm young. I'm thinking June 1st, I'm gonna walk down the street and find a bag of money. So I had totally forgot that he had said it.
Right.
And I remember it was like June 5th or something. I was having a bad day, and I'm like, and this fucking spaced and sun, moon, and stars nigga told me something good was gonna happen on June 1st, and ain't nothing happened. Shit is still fucked up for me.
Right.
Check the email, because like I said, we're not checking emails every day at this time.
Yeah.
I checked the email like a day or two later. That shit said, "Congratulations, you're invited to come audition for 106 in Park." And I checked the date on it, and that shit said June 1st. And I
Okay.
and I took it to him. He said, "Yo," because they broke the whole shit down. Like, "Yo, you gonna audition. If you gonna come on the show, you win 7 weeks. If you win 7 weeks, we bring you back for a tournament." And mind you, like I said, I barely wanted to do this shit. Like, I wasn't, because I always rapped and I was always nice, but I had a kid at a young age, so I was just focusing my time and energy on trying to be a father. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So I took him the email, and he said, "Yo, you gonna win this whole shit." And I'm like, "Nigga, you crazy? Like, how? Like," and I went and auditioned. I went and auditioned. The crazy part, like everybody that I saw at the audition that I thought was nice, I wound up having to battle them on TV.
Oh.
And I'm like,
So what did the audition consist of? That y'all had to just get up there and rap or something like that?
yeah, like it was like They like it was hundreds of people on the line, and this is like, we from that era where you just walked around with clips. You had them bars.
Yeah.
30, 40 verses just on deck, ready. So you got dudes battling on the lines and shit like that. And they would bring people in 10 at a time. So, and you got a number. They gave you a number. And then when you went up there, like it was, it's television. So like it's organized.
Yeah.
So you got to give them your license. You got to do all of this. So a dude had came downstairs and he was like, yo, don't curse. You go up there, whatever you do, don't curse. So I had a rhyme where I was like, all right, because I was studying this shit at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just watching mad battles. It wasn't even that many battles online at the time.
Right.
But everything that was online, I was watching that shit. I'm in Philly at the time, so I'm in a perfect spot. I went out, I battled a bunch of dudes. I got a funny story about that too. But like, I just was like, all right, I'm gonna improvise, because that's what I saw like on Freestyle Friday. Like, if you improvise one line, the audience gonna think you freestyled the whole shit.
Okay.
I mean, you can have the clip ready, but if you just say something about his shirt, you know what I mean? Anything in the room, they gonna think
crazy.
They're gonna go crazy. Like, oh my God, this nigga's a fucking genius.
Yeah.
So I had this rhyme where I was cursing in it. I said, I think I'm hot shit. I pop shit from a 750 cockpit. Because my girl had a 750 at the time. She used to let me drive that shit. I used to be feeling myself.
Right.
So when I said it, I just said, I think I'm hot-ish. I pop-ish from a 750 cockpit. Come on, judges. Y'all got to give me credit because y'all said I couldn't curse, so I did my own edits. And they went crazy. The judges went crazy for that shit. And I'm talking about, like, I was almost stunned. Like, because, like I said, we going in 10 at a time. They'd be like, yo, number so-and-so. They call your number out. And they said, literally, because I don't know if you remember when I was on there, I used to say, Philly, I ain't from there. I just get it done there.
I was trying to remember your slogan before I got on here. I'm like, he used to always say some shit, and I just couldn't remember it. That's what it was.
Yeah. So, and I'm talking about like literally, because I gave them my license, and they said Bones Brigante from Philly, and I said, I ain't from there. I just get it done there.
Right.
And they was like, okay. And they was like, nigga, you better know how to rap talking like that then.
Right.
And I stuck with that. And then the dude. Yo, this shit was crazy how the whole shit happened. Cause I was like trying to duck this girl at the time, and she kept calling my phone from different numbers.
Yeah.
And I got a phone call from it was like an office number, 212-1700. Like, just looked like this ain't nobody I know. So I thought it was the girl calling me from her job or something.
Right.
And I didn't answer the phone. I put my sister down as an emergency contact. And my sister, when she get excited, she stutter. So she just called me talking a million miles a minute. Yo, this dude from BT just called me. He said he need to talk to you. He want to put you on 106 Park. I'm like, she like, call him right now. I'm at my grandmother's house. She said, call him right now. And I called him. And he was just like, yo, do you think you could do what you did on TV or what you did in the room on television? And I was like, yeah. I said, yeah. He was like, nah. He's like, it's a lot of people that get on there and they can't do it. You know what I mean? Because I had to learn that it's a difference between rapping on the streets and on television. Like, same way it's a difference between just battling anywhere. Got a certain environment that you got to adjust to. And he was like, bro, you don't understand how many people I done seen that came on an audition and they couldn't do what they had to do on TV. Yeah. So then after that, he just started talking to me for mad long. I remember I put him on speaker to let my mother hear him. And my mother, she just always thought the rap shit was a pipe dream. And she just was making a face. You know what I mean? And I was just like, yo, you fucking up my energy. And I just walked out the room and I kept talking to him. And he was just like, yo, what you do? Like, you work or something? Like, yo, you don't be getting in trouble. Cause he's like, yo, cause like, I think you could win this year. He was like, yo, like, I'm gonna call you. Like, I'm calling you now to lock you in, but like you're not coming on for a few months. And he just kept talking to me. And I just said to myself, like, yo, it was like 1,000 niggas at this audition. It's no way he could have talked to all the niggas the way he was talking to me. I
Right.
mean, but he was talking for mad long. So I was just like, I got off the phone with him. I said to my mom, I said, yo, you heard what he said? He want to put me on this TV show. She was like, if you was that good of a rapper, why he got to wait to put you on there? I'm like, oh, nah, you bugged out. Like, I
Yeah.
told my pops, he was
Family
like,
was
yo,
bugging.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like you did television before, and you know how this shit go. So
Yeah.
I called my pops, and he said, man, don't listen to her. He was like, nigga, I'm gonna call you every day, nigga, so you could do this shit. Like, nigga, we ain't fucking this one up, man.
Right.
And then he kept like keeping in touch with me, like I guess trying to make sure I wasn't going to jail or nothing. Like he just kept calling me, like, yo, like I'm gonna bring you on. I'm gonna bring you on. I'm like, all right. I'm like, nigga, I'm ready. Like, what's up? Like, nigga, you kind of fucking up. Like, you throwing me off. You keep calling me saying I gotta wait. Like, come on. So he finally called me. He was just like, yo, this dude that's on there. Cause I mean, I won't say 106 is staged. It's not staged, but they got like if a nigga's not doing whether if he could be winning, but if he doesn't fit the dynamic of the show, they want him off of there. So that's what he was saving me for. He was saving me to pack a nigga up that he didn't want to be on there.
Okay.
So he was just like the dude. He just wasn't. He wound up battling after he battled like he never battled nobody crazy, but he kept battling. But he just had a weird ass energy to him. The first nigga I battled. And he was just like, yo, I need you to get this nigga off of here. Like, please, like, because he could be winning, but it's not good for the ratings and people don't like him type of shit.
Okay.
Nigga just,
So the first guy that you knocked down, he had been winning for a few weeks.
yeah, I've been winning for a few weeks, yeah, but they didn't, he wasn't a good fit for what they was trying to do on
Okay.
BET.
Okay.
So
You said that when the girl pulled your coat to, the Freestyle Friday format that was on TV, you hadn't been keeping up or you hadn't been checking for Freestyle Friday prior to that. Like I believe Poster Boy and those guys, that probably was around 2002 or something like that.
yeah, that was so that I went on in 2009.
Yeah.
Because you gotta remember, like I said, I mean, I had a kid in 2003. So a lot of shit, like all the stuff that my peers was doing,
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't. I was working and hustling, trying to figure out how I was gonna get some money. I still kept my pen sharp because I love rapping. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Right.
I wasn't really, every now and then, like if I was, you remember 106 was must see TV. You know what I
Def-
mean?
Definitely. It was the shit.
106 was must see. Like, listen, I was living in Maryland at the time. All right,
Mhm.
doing things I had no business doing, standing outside all day long. You know what I mean? We don't got to go into
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I was in Maryland when the DC sniper was there. All right.
Yeah.
We standing outside. We don't care. We hustling. Like we gonna get this money. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when Freestyle Friday came on, we went in the house. Right in
Everybody.
the house. You know,
Everybody. Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
And if you didn't go, you came out the house like, yo, he said this. Yo,
Yeah.
you was talking about what he had on, the
Yeah.
academic shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All
The
of that.
clothes. The clothes have been a lot. Everything. Yeah. Definitely.
Everything. Everything. You know what I mean? So, but at the time, like I said, I had a kid. So all that sitting in the house watching TV, that shit was dead. I wasn't doing that. I was outside working or hustling. You know what I mean? I sold everything. I moved to Philly, bro. I was selling CDs, clothes. Come to 23rd, get the fake Air Force Ones, bring them shits back, sell them.
Right.
Working full time, working 2 jobs, whatever it took. I wasn't watching 106. I was coming home at 2, 3 in the morning watching the DVDs that I had. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But now I wasn't watching it, so I didn't know nothing about the tournament or none of that because they had only done that like 1 year prior to when I had won it, and yeah, Shorty, she just kept hitting me all the time, telling me, "Yo, you gotta go, you gotta RSVP for the audition, RSVP for the audition."
When did you start to do or catch up on the history of it, because based on what you're telling me, I believe that Lux, Jen, P, Poster Boy, they all retired before you, right?
Yeah. They was all retired before me. So I watched. I was in the house watching Jen and Poster. I saw that myself.
Yeah.
Bob Backlund, I remember seeing him. Um, who was son that used to wear the shiny jackets? I forgot his name. Shiggity, I think that was his name. I would catch it every now and then, but then once I had auditioned for it, I went and watched everything,
Yeah.
and I studied what will work on that stage
Yeah.
and what works on that stage. Because, like I said, I mean, like John battled on. I got John to battle on 106,
Okay.
and he lost. Now he didn't lose. The dude he lost to was nowhere near a better rapper than him.
Yeah.
He just rapped better on 106.
Yeah.
So the thing I'm studying, I'm watching everybody. I'm watching Lux, I'm watching Poster, I'm watching Jen, I'm watching everything that they had on there, I'm watching it. I'm watching Hollow.
Yeah.
I didn't catch none of this shit in real time. And the thing that I realized was that you had to make people laugh. Like you can't
It helped. It helped.
it
Yeah.
that just make people like my thing was aggressive humor. Like I
Yeah.
want to be aggressive and funny, and I want to be so aggressive that it sound like I'm cursing you out. Like
Yeah.
it almost sound like we're not allowed to curse. It was a lot of like they even had a legal team. Like it was a lot of shit. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to. You know what I mean? You're not
Yeah.
like when you rapping and you motion like that.
Yeah.
Niggas would get a call. Yo, my son died from gun violence. I got my other kids watching the show and he just pointed a gun and then my other
Oh
son died.
wow. Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
they were all any gang shit. You talking about gangs or any type of like I said violence. Whereas like if you want smack, you could kill a nigga a million different ways. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But on 106, I just studied. So I said I gotta be funny. I'm gonna go up here and just be like aggressive humor. You know what I mean? And it worked.
How important was the beat selection? I used to watch the battles, and sometimes a guy would get the first guy might get a particular beat, and then the second guy his beat would come on, and I used to be like, "Oh, that's his ass." Just
Right.
just
Yeah.
based on the track, I'm like, "Oh, he's a dead
Yeah.
man." So
Yeah.
how important was the beat selection?
You gotta realize we from that era where you gotta be able to rap to anything.
Yeah,
So like I'm coming up there, I didn't know what beat was gonna play. It's like jumping double dutch though. You just gotta jump
damn.
in
Yeah,
and no and the thing that I had realized too, because on 106 you had 4 bars to come in. So you could hit a nigga with a yeah, all right, watch this. Fuck that. Soon as the beat drop, I'm rapping. Cause you
yeah,
got so while you taking them 4 bars
yeah.
to get your verse, I'm on your ass. Them
Right.
4 bars, I'm rapping. And I'm rapping when the beat go off. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So it
You used
just
to do that a lot. You would finish a nigga
uh,
ass up.
yeah, because remember, we come from the era where you could win a battle just by rapping longer. I mean, nigga could be
Yeah,
smoking you, but if you got more verses, so I'm gonna make it look like I'm rapping longer because I rap before you started rapping, but
yeah,
you just I so I realized because I used to DJ. So I'm DJing. If you're doing a blend, you got to drop it on a beat.
right.
Rapping, you could come in on a 1, 2, the 3, or the 4, and as so long as you got a flow,
Yeah,
you're gonna stay on beat. So I didn't know the beats I was rapping to until the last battle because we never even had. Every time I did it, I never even did a live show. They acted like it was live. I'd be in there on a Wednesday afternoon. They'd be like, "It's Friday. It's Friday."
oh, Freestyle Friday was pre-recorded, man.
Yeah, yeah, that shit was
Wow.
pre-recorded. I'm,
Okay.
I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna tell you how real it was. Because I mean, when you was locked up.
I was booked during. I was watching Poster Boy and all those guys. At least the first 4 or 5 guys that was on there. I watched Poster Boy's whole run. He had the jails in a frenzy.
So you know,
I
how
booked his
important,
whole run. We knew that he wasn't gonna lose, yo. He would clear the yard. When Poster Boy was rhyming, niggas would skip chow.
Yes.
Niggas would skip their whole meal. Like, I'm not going. I'm not going
Right.
until he goes.
Right.
So yeah, I watched his whole run.
So I'm gonna tell you how real it is. I had a homie at the time, he was in the feds. He would call, yo, you won? Be like, yeah, all right, bet. Hang up the phone. Bet everybody. Everybody commissary.
Oh shit.
He betting everybody. You know what I'm saying? He betting niggas commissary. He betting niggas, yo, I win. Tell him take the money to my sister. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he would call, I be telling him like, yo, wait, I gotta tell you what. Nah, nigga, I'll call you back. He in jail and don't want to be on the phone because he want to go bet everybody. You know what I mean? So yeah, we were pre-recorded. The only one that I did live was my last battle, and some shows they had was live, but for me, it was only that I won 7 times. 6 of my battles was pre-recorded.
Okay.
So,
How long after they record them would they would, if y'all recorded it on a Wednesday, that episode was gonna appear on Friday?
coming on Friday, and this is what I'm saying. Like, this is television, so they're watching like, okay, like, oh yeah, this is going to be it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. If somebody wins, he could win, but they don't like it. So they they edit it on 106. On 106, the way, like, when you had the microphone pause, like, you know how if you talking to a microphone, you could hear it?
Yeah.
You could hear it on 106. You couldn't hear yourself in a microphone.
Okay.
Because it would get the engineers would mix it.
Okay.
I mean, because it's television, so it got to be
Crisp.
level,
Yeah.
crisp, clean.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. They're watching it and they'll know, like, okay, this is gonna work. Okay, this is the clip we got to chop up for the, however, like, they knew it was television, bro. Like, you're taking a big risk with live television, especially with rappers. I mean, so yeah, it was a lot of it was pre-recorded, but I never knew what beat I was rapping to. I just had to get up there and listen, whether I liked the beat or not. Nigga had to go.
Back when this was going on, they would have celebrity judges. Name some of the celebrity judges that you had, and you said to yourself, "Oh, I got to get off in front of him because this could open a door." Like, was it anybody specific that was up there, and you said, "I got to let my nuts hang today"?
I'm gonna be completely honest, bro. I mean, I think it may be like the New York in me. I don't really be caring about that. I was just like, I knew I had to win before I walked in there, but I definitely remember like Master P, Tech Nine. I got up there. I used to live in Baltimore, and I used to be doing open mics, just rapping. That's where I met my baby moms, and it was a DJ from Baltimore named DJ Quicksilver.
I was yeah.
So I mean, I was surprised he was there because Baltimore is like, it's small. Like, a lot of people don't make it out of there. So I was happy to see, like, yo, son, I remember we used to be down, whatever. And Marley Marl was a DJ. That was special to me. But I more than anything, I just ain't want to go back home and lose and niggas be laughing like, nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yo, how you get up there and lose? Like, so that was my motivation. Like, I had a lot of things motivating me besides the judges, but I definitely remember when P was up there.
Did anybody test you out of your 7-week run? Did anybody you had to really dig, like, okay, he not playing around?
Yo, bro, I was so locked in, yo. That shit ain't matter, yo. Like I told you, you got to remember, like, my OG, like, he's still my peoples to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was a 5%er, so he was just giving me like knowledge of self on why I was going to win this.
Okay.
Okay.
So
it wasn't like, bro, you could have. It ain't matter who you put up there, bro. Because, like, this is what I'm telling you. I had time. It wasn't like I auditioned and I went home and I was chilling and I'm battling, dude. Like I said, I'm in Philly. I'm battling niggas in Philly. Let me tell you, yo, Gully, check this out. I'm in Philly one day, right? I used to battle at this shit called the J Street Cafe. It's down in Badlands where the Puerto Ricans live, right?
Right.
I used to have to go in there and battle 3 and 4 Puerto Rican niggas across a pool table. I got my man in there. You know how Spanish niggas roll. They 20, 30 deep.
Easy.
I got
Yeah.
I got my man in there, right? He like, my man is fucking y'all niggas up. It's only 2 of us in here. It's 20. I got them 20 niggas that's with him, they rooting for me now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whoever the boss nigga out of them niggas, he's some big Spanish nigga. He come over to me like, yo, son, yo, I fuck with you. You doing your thing. Tell your man chill out though. Cause he right, it is 20 of us in here. But I
Yeah.
could make it 100. 100
Yeah.
niggas in here, one phone call.
Yeah.
You got it.
And
You
believe
got
that.
it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm coming from that environment, like, nigga, I don't care about none of these niggas up here. Like I'm in the Badlands of North Philly across a pool table. Like, nigga, this shit could go left at any given moment.
Yeah.
So, man, 106 wasn't that shit. By the time, like, between that and then, like I said, the knowledge of self my man was giving me, and I'm talking to my pops every day, and I'm watching battles. I'm watching battles. My girl just bringing me the food, sitting the food next to me, leaving me alone. I was too prepared for that shit, yo.
What did 106 in Park do for your life?
106 did a lot for me, but a lot of the things I was promised weren't fulfilled, and it had me bitter for a while. But then I realized, you get older and your perspective change on things. The same way Poster Boy was a part of like my childhood, more or less.
Yeah.
Um, I realized what I meant to a lot of people. Like you said, the jails. I could be anywhere in America. If a nigga was in jail in 2010,
Yeah.
nigga see me like, yo, son. You know what I mean? Like, so just to know, it's not about what it did for me. It's what I was able to show the world and be a moment for a lot of people. But it did a lot. And then even in that, like, so, like, that's what I'm saying. They told me, look, we're gonna get you a record deal, this and that. None of that shit happened. But I tell you what, I'm downtown Brooklyn in Atrium with not a dollar in my pocket. I see Prodigy. I'm with a producer. The producer introduced himself. Yo, I'm so I make beats. Yo, this Bones Brigante. Prodigy said, I know who that is. I was watching him in jail. You know, when I meet Ghostface, I go to introduce myself to Ghostface. Yo, son, what up? Oh my God, it's Bones Brigante. You know,
Yeah.
Ghost, them niggas, like how they sound on the album, that's how they
Yeah.
sound in person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah. He
saying?
do. Yeah.
Yo, God, yo, I was watching you. Yo, commit. Yo, he telling his man, yo, this the nigga, yo. This the nigga, yo. I'm like,
Right.
so that's my trophy. Cause at the end of the day, like I said, I didn't even care about rap. You know, but when I first started rapping, I just wanted to be as nice as my niggas was. Cause my niggas was way better than me. I
Right.
just wanted to be able to. I told them niggas, nigga. I told them niggas, bro. I'm gonna be like Little C's, my nigga. Y'all niggas could be the top niggas, bro.
Right.
So I just wanted to be nice. That's it. That's all I ever cared about was just being nice. And 106 gave me the ability to show that I was nice.
No
That
doubt.
was the first. That was the first platform that gave me the ability to let niggas know, yo, boy could go. You know what I mean? And yeah, but like I said, for a while I was bitter because they did a lot of sucker shit, bro. They did a lot. Listen, look at. They ain't even post about Poster Boy, bro.
I was gonna get to that, but it's not owned by the same people anymore.
All right, but still, but listen, no matter what, like like that's what I said. I understand this shit a lot more now because it is a business. You know what I mean? and maybe posting about Poster Boy or anybody else who used to be on there, it doesn't do nothing for them. You know what I mean? But like they got some shit called 106 in Sports now. They had the girl Clarissa Papoose girlfriend that box, like she was up there rapping. Like, bro, nobody's gonna remember that, bro. You know, shout out to her, but she's part of the algorithm now, so I guess that was cool to do. But look at, like I said, you know where you was at when Poster was on there. You know where you was at when Jim was, you know what I mean? Like, so it just, like I said, yo, they promised a lot of shit and didn't fulfill that shit, and it left a bad taste in my mouth. But I'm just older now and I got a better perspective on things, and I could appreciate, not, like I said, not what I didn't get out of it, but what I did get out of it and what I meant to other people. You know, the same way a Clue tape meant something to me being on Freestyle Friday mean a lot to a nigga that was in high school. Bro, I walked in a Sprint store one day to put a payment arrangement on my phone. I was popped. I had no money. And I seen a girl in there and she said, yo, you Bones Brigante. This was back then. I'm in Philly. Yo, you Bones Brigante. I said, yeah, you know what I mean? Oh my God, I can't believe I met you. I said, I ain't tell her, yo, I'm in here like Pop about to do a payment arrangement on my phone. I said, yo, listen, yo, I'm regular, man. You could do anything you put your mind to, man. And I put my mind to something and I did it, man. I'm just like you. That's why I'm in this store with you. I went home. Her mother sent me a message. Yo, I'm so glad she met you today. She been down because she didn't get accepted to the college she went to. But when she came home today, she filled out mad applications to go to school. And yo, you put a battery back on her back. Yo, 4 years later, she's graduating from college. And her mother sent me a message. So like I said, to know that I was able to do that for that type of stuff, like that's the type of shit, you just can't put a price on stuff. And I had to realize like everything, like the money, the cars, the girls, that's what we think come with rap. But it's a lot of other shit that come with rap. Murders and indictments and so maybe I didn't get what I thought I wanted because God was keeping me out of harm's way. You know what I mean? But it did a lot. But like I said, I was bitter for a little bit because them niggas play a lot of games up there, B.
All right. I noticed that all over social media, Vibe magazine, reputable media outlets acknowledge Poster Boy, and a lot of the coverage, a lot of the media coverage, I noticed that they label him a battle rapper.
Right.
I never felt that that title fit him, although he was on 106 in Park.
Right.
The shit that he did afterwards.
Come on.
The shit that he did
Come
afterwards, it
on.
was like he just knew how to battle. This nigga could
Yeah.
rap his ass
Right.
off.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I heard him on, like I said, I was booked. I'm almost positive I seen him in a Michael Bivins video rapping with Michael Bivins. He was on a song with Michael Bivins and some people. I seen that. I got out of jail and he was all over the mixtapes. He's on K Slay shits. He's
Yes.
on DJ Clue joints. He has
Yes.
freestyles that came out on the mixtapes that people recite and shit like that. And
Yes.
I just didn't feel that the battle rap tag really fit him. Anyway, once you did your history on the guys who preceded you, where did you rate Poster Boy?
Oh nah, listen, Poster and Jen, like, bro, it's like I seen you blogging about the J Mills and DNA shit.
Yeah,
Like, you can't discredit who first started this shit. You know what I
can't
mean?
do it. Can't do it.
You can't. It's no way you could discredit like everything you said and everything. Only thing you ain't get right, you said something about Rex. You said, "Oh, Rex kind of he not in that echelon." Rex is a murder. Rex is more active. Rex is really stepping on shit out here. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you ain't as tuned in as much, but like, I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. We could get to that too. But either way,
Okay.
Poster and Jen, like, this is the blueprint for how to do this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about on stage, but like you said, when they got out of there, you know, the things that they did outside of there. Because I'm gonna tell you something. It'd be a lot of dudes that be like, yeah, they was on like it's a lot of dudes. Like I said, the dude that beat John John. Okay, you beat John John, but what can you really do outside of that stage?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But post that, like you said, he was on the K Slay with that record had it was called New Jack City. It had every Cassidy, Shells, like he
Shells.
showed,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, it had J Hood. Like when Cassidy and J Hood was that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Graph was on that record, you know what I mean? You know, so just like they was like I mean, me and Jen is still I talk to Jen probably more than anybody from 106. And I just be like, this is crazy that you know, like this is a nigga who like you can't even put listen, bro, it's you can't even put a number on what it was that they did, like that influence. You know what I mean? Like it's just, you know, like people will never understand like culturally what that shit meant. And to BT it translated to ratings, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Definitely.
that's what they were about. But like I said, bro, like Poster, like yo, nigga used to be rapping. Poster used to just be looking at the nigga like he was disgusted with the nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? like, like Jen, you be rapping to Jen. Jen'll be smiling. You know, that's
Yeah.
just Jen. He's a cool dude. And Poster be looking at you like, man, like what? Like this dirty. He just be looking at you with the scowl on his face, and that shit just like, you know, like I just picked that up. Like, all right, yo, don't react to nothing that niggas doing. You know what I mean? Keep that poker face. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like them, I watched everybody, but they was the main ones where it was like, all right, how do we do this? You know what I mean? Like I said, like I said, I could tell he had pre-writtens, but like he battled a Mortal Technique. Say, yo, shave your mustache. You look like a rapist. Like, and it just so that's what I said. This is when I see like, okay, you can have all this written, slip that freestyle in there, and you're
Yeah.
gonna smoke them. You know what I mean? So it's there's no us without them. There's no Freestyle Friday without them. You know what I mean? You can't measure what it is that they did, man. Like that shit is incredible.
I remember this one particular battle that Poster Boy was in, and I can't remember the guy that went before him. It was the guy got off. Whoever it was, he got off, and I was like, oh, like he really got off. And this is the battle when Poster Boy, he was like, hey yo, Free, should I back away? If I empty my pockets, it'll look like St.
Look like
Patrick's
St.
Day.
Patrick's Day. Come on,
Oh,
bro.
man,
Come on,
everybody
man.
in the
Like,
day room was like, oh shit.
come on, man.
Like, it was like the shit that he was spitting, it was like so perfect, man. And then he just would, like you said, y'all would interject certain lines to fit the time, like, right on
Right.
the spot. And he was so good at that, man. When he retired, it was almost like a funeral. Cause
Yeah,
you
we didn't
want
want to see him go. Yeah,
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 you wanted more, man. Like, damn, like it's over.
yeah. Like I said, that was must see TV. And then that's what I'm saying. Now after that, it's like you had dudes on there that was nice, but like he was the blueprint for how the shit was supposed to go up there. You know what I mean? So it was just like, and that's why we was tuned into whatever else he was doing after that.
Yeah,
Like, bro, come on. He was in a booth with Fab. You know what I mean? Like this is what I'm telling you, bro. Because after I did 106, like I used to like judge the auditions, and then I'm paying attention to it because now this is my stage, and I want to make sure y'all are the same way. When I looked at Poster and Jen, I wanted to follow that tradition. Let me make sure y'all is doing, bro. These niggas that they had up there, bro. Salute to. I'm not saying nobody names. Don't take offense to this shit, but bro, how many niggas you know could stand side by side with Fab, bro? Like in any given time and get their
with,
shit
with
off
with with swagger and everything,
with
like the shit
everything.
he
Come
had
on.
on. Wavy ass
Every,
haircut
come on,
immaculate, killing that shit.
everything. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it might be some niggas that get starstruck. Bro, I seen Fab a few years ago, nigga. I was damn near starstruck, bro. Like we sitting on the bench. I just had to, cause like I said, I got that New York in me. Like, nah, yo, nigga gonna think you on his dick. Don't say nothing, yo. Don't say nothing. And we just sitting there so long, it became awkward for me not to say nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I say, yo, son, you 20-year run, my nigga. He said, yo, thank you, bro. He said, yo, I appreciate it. He said, I know who you is, bro. I might need this dialogue to keep going. You know what I mean? So I hope what I do help you keep going. But like Posta, no hesitation. He in the booth, Fab Rap, he just stepped right up. You know what I mean? And that take a lot. Like that poise, that shit takes a lot to do. So that's what I say when I say not even just from a skill level, you know what I mean? To just have that poise, like somebody just said. He looked like it sounded like a signed artist.
He did. He
You
did.
know?
Very
You know,
polished.
he was polished, you know what I mean? Like he looked like when I walked in, listen, being on 106 was like, you ever see the movie when a nigga climbing the TV and now he part of whatever he was just watching? That's what that shit was like, bro. It was like I was inside a video game. Like, oh shit, they go, that's the couch. That damn Roxy. They got the numbers up there. Like, I done seen hella niggas. I walked in there like, all right, time to go, nigga. Because like I said, I was chiseled. But I done seen a lot of niggas walk in there and be like, oh nah, I'm really here. Like that's what son was talking about from the audition. Like, can you do what you did in audition on TV? Because a lot of people get deer in the headlights type of shit.
Yeah.
Posta was the pinnacle of nigga, I belong here, bro.
No doubt.
I belong here. Like you said, like nigga, he you know, he throwing Free in there, you know what I mean? We was all looking at Free like she got the fat. Nigga get in there and get starstruck by Terrence and
Starstruck,
Roxy.
but yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm
She
saying?
was bad
Like,
as a motherfucker too.
yeah. He had it, man. And we was able to connect, you know, like just from mutuals, just being in Harlem.
Yeah.
Got my number one day.
Yeah.
And he said, like, yo, son, bro, I moved back to New York in 2011. This 2011, so it's only a year after I had been on the show. And he, at that time, he felt like, yo, I see how you moving up there. I could do whatever I wanted up there because I had high ratings, you know. And I didn't even realize the leverage that I had. I wish I would have exercised it a bit more. But he said, yo, I see how you moving up there, bro. Like, yo, if it's any way you could, you know what I mean? You could let them know I'm still out here. I'm still working. And I'm like, yo, I got you, bro. And I was able to bring him back. We all did a cipher.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We all did a cipher. Me, Blonde Fury, Jen, Poster Boy, Relly, KM. So it was like, you know, like and eventually, like I said, I felt like, because they probably told him, yo, we're gonna do this. As long as you up there getting your ratings as high, these niggas will do whatever you want. You know what I mean? But I was able to do that for him, and we stayed in touch. And then they had hired me to be a casting director for this thing that they had done they did this shit called the Sprite Corner. That was the summer of 2015.
Okay.
And like this, what I'm telling you, BT deals with finished product. You know, they don't know. Like when I was up there, like I said, I'm living in Philly at the time and this is crazy because me and Meek, just hold that tidbit, man, because I don't want to go too much off track. But either way, they like, yo, Rick Ross just signed this dude named Meek. They, yo, ask Bones what it, they don't even know what the nigga look like. Yo, can we put him on TV? Is he good for? I said that nigga's the hottest nigga in Philly right now. What you mean? But now, like, you know who used to always pitch to them and they never would put on TV was Currency.
Wow.
They said they ain't like his look.
Wow.
They wouldn't put on. So they had told me like yo, we need you to cast some people for this battle and we need some artists. And I told him, yo, it's a kid from Harlem right now. He's on fire. His name is Dave East. Nas just signed him. well, what does he look like? And yo, and Ella Davies damn near fucking model now. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
they pressing me like, oh, what does he look? Yo, the nigga's fire, bro. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? The nigga's fucking 6'3", light skin with braids, nigga. Like, pause. Like, nigga, that's good enough for TV.
Yeah.
So,
So, not to cut you off, and when it comes to television, image and appearance is as important as your talent level.
hell yeah, hell yeah. You got this. This is listen. Those ratings translate to dollars. So yeah, bro. Like you can't, bro. You could go battle on Smack without a haircut, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you can't. Nah. I mean, I mean, I just care about how I look. You know what I mean? That's just me. You know what I mean? Whether I'm on TV or not. You know what I mean? But most certainly, like, yeah, yeah, all of that. Yeah, like I said, bro, currency was on fire.
Yeah.
Currency been on fire. On. I've literally, yo, listen, check this out. I've literally seen them put people up there. Like I've seen them in audition, and they be like, "Yeah, we put him up here, like just to get smoked." You know what I'm saying? They want, and I'm like, nah,
Sparring.
like,
Yeah, they have sparring partners.
yeah, but I'm like, yo, like I seen this nigga rap. I know that nigga, he not about to get smoked. I'm like, bro, this nigga, and cause I know the look, like I know when a nigga poised, I know when a nigga could rap.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, you think cause he just got on jeans and a t-shirt that he gonna get smoked? This nigga he about to body this nigga, bro.
Right.
Nah, yeah, watch this. I'll just be now they gotta find somebody to get him off the show now because he's not good for the ratings.
Wow.
So yeah, like I mean man, listen, you put me on, man. Listen, I'm going to the store with that shit on. You put me on TV.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I remember like yo, I remember my second week. I didn't have no money, bro. Like I told my sister, I begged her, please give me this polo sweater. Hard ass cardigan shit. I'm like, yo, I can't go. And I went up there and almost lost. I choked. So I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, like, I was more worried about what I had on than my fucking bars. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I'm still big, good Gore-Tex, good jeans. Yeah. Get me from my good side, man.
No
I need
doubt.
all of that.
I seen that you posted a picture that you had with Poster Boy. What time
Yeah.
period is that from?
That was when I told you that was 2000. So I won 2010. I moved back to New York 2011. 2012, like Poster had reached. He said, "Yo, like I see how they letting you move up there. Like, so if you could, find a way to include me back into that." And 2012, that's the year Relly won because Blind Fury won 2011. In
Yeah.
2012, um, that's when we did the cipher. And I came back, I debuted a video on there. So I was up there all the time. I was just listen, not the sidetrack, but this how much of a numbers game this shit was. All right. First of all, sorry to bust your bubble. None of them votes that y'all was calling in counted. It was whoever the label wanted to further as an artist.
This
All
feel
right.
like the way that they blew up the spot about Pimp My Ride
This
and
is what it
MTV
is, man.
Cribs. We was loving them shows, and then years later they told us, "Oh man, that wasn't them niggas' houses, or
Listen,
them cars didn't drive and shit like that."
listen, it depends on where that label wanted you to be.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You know how you hear about a dude get signed and he got his advance, but they ain't fucking with him up there. Listen, man. If you was alright, you had a little image, your song was alright, hey, get him a number 7 video. You know what I
right,
mean? But
right.
if we wanna push this agenda, he's gonna go because now it looks like, oh, he went from 8 to 6 to 4. Oh my God, he's the number 1 video. You know what I'm
So none
saying?
of that, all of that shit was fake.
It's fake, man.
Oh
Listen,
man,
it's no.
hold on?
Listen.
Was it at least a hotline? Like, was people answering the phone when people called up there?
I don't know. They might have. You know what I mean? But that's like when you if somebody having phone sex and you think this it's a bad bitch on the other line and it's a fat bitch on the other line. So listen.
This is crazy.
Listen, I'm gonna tell this how much of a numbers game this shit was. They got me coming up there battling, I'm performing, I'm doing voiceovers, I'm doing whatever they asked me to do. Because this is a dream come true. So now I tell them, yo, I got a mixtape I'm about to put out. I want to debut a video on here. Nigga said, okay, we're gonna put you in touch with the finance department and see how much you gotta. Cause now you gotta remember, I'm like,
they want to charge you money.
I'm like, yo, I'm sitting down, I stand up, I say, yo, what is you talking about? Finance department, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? Like as if I really got the money. Nigga, listen.
A label budget.
Listen. The fuck? Bro, listen. 10, and I talked to a nigga. Nigga said it was 10,000. You want your video on it? It's 10,000. Nigga, if I got 10,000, I'm not like y'all disgust me. Y'all disgust me. The nerve of y'all for me to y'all getting all this shit out of me, and then the minute I ask y'all, if I got 10,000 to spend on a project, I'm not spending that shit with y'all. Eat a dick.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the whole time I'm up there being gracious, but when they saw that side of me, that's why I said. This is why I wish I just would have let my nuts hang a little more. Fuck is y'all talking about? Put me in touch with a finance department. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? Like,
yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy.
But so now I press the issue. I wound up being able to come on there, get my shit as a new joint of the day. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
It was cool, but like I said, this how much of a numbers game this shit was.
Yeah. I never would have thought that that's all it costs to get a video on BET. Was
no, yo, bro, listen, that's how much
that was your price, 10,000.
First of all, that's my price, and that's a one-shot deal.
Okay, all right.
And listen, and dependent, because yo, bro, that's why we was like, yo, I only need you for 20 minutes. Yo, this shit go deep, man. Like the dude who put me on the show, he wound up he did what you see how these mafia niggas how they just got Chauncey Billups and them, because Chauncey Billups, that nigga wasn't fucking, he ain't know nothing about no X-ray shit. They said, cool, you gonna be the face of this shit. So what the nigga did from BET that put me on BET, that nigga that I was on the phone with, he got this bright idea. You know what? Because nigga, I could bring my uncle and say he the writer from 106. Pay $100, and if you he would do like talent shows. Yo, pay $100 if I like you. I'm gonna put you on Wild Out Wednesday, or you could be on Freestyle Friday.
Yeah.
Yo, Bones, come on, you coming with me? We're gonna get you paid to do some shows. So now, this is what I'm saying. I'm hyped because now you got me running around thinking I'm on tour, but this is just to validate what you're doing, because anybody could be the writer of 106, but this gotta be official because that's Bones, and we just saw Bones.
He was there. Yeah, he was the face.
Saying?
Yeah.
So now he's getting these dudes to pay for the talent shows. Then eventually he just said, yo, you know what? Fuck the talent show. How much money you got, nigga? You want to be on TV? Give me some money. You know, I don't know what price he told, but he got jammed up doing that shit. So that's what I said. Depending on who you was and how high up on the food chain you was, he was the writer for 106. You know, and I got this story. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was my man. But ain't no friends in this shit business. But I got the story like from 3 different people, and I was just able to piece together like, oh, you know how like you watch the end of the movie and all them Easter eggs was there, but you wasn't paying attention to the shit. I'm like, oh, this why he did that. This why he did that. Like, but a nigga called BT, say, yo, I paid so and so X amount of dollars. Yeah, I'm supposed to be on the show. Niggas was like, what? Oh, nah. So yeah, that's it was a numbers game, bro. It was a numbers game.
Even though what you're describing to me is a form of payola, I gotta say this. Like 80 or 90% of the time, whatever song that ended up being number one on the countdown, it was an official song. I never seen no bullshit get in that slot.
but you gotta understand, because this is the label. The label knows listen, this shit is dope, bro. You got good dope. You got a block that got the flow.
Yeah.
You put it together. This is how legends are made.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I get it.
So yeah, we're not gonna put no bad dope on a good block. This
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
what good is that?
No doubt. Yeah.
How long is that gonna last before the Fiends say, yo, this ain't that. Now we going somewhere else.
Right.
Now we just gonna watch TRL, because that's all
Yeah, they
106
was
was.
battling like a motherfucker. That was a
That's
good
it.
battle too. I was watching both.
That's it.
I was
Yeah,
in
we just
jail.
gonna,
I would flip from TRL to BET.
right.
And then after BET went off, I would go back to MTV because
Yeah,
they continued to play music throughout the day and shit.
yeah,
This
yeah,
is crazy.
yeah.
If you had a Mount Rushmore of Freestyle Friday legends, who would be on your Mount Rushmore?
All right, so I'm not gonna include me, because like I said, I'm gonna just say that the niggas that I watched, and the niggas that I watched was was Jim, Posta. I like what was doing up there. I would probably put Lux up there. I probably put Lux up there.
Lux was fucking niggas up there.
Yeah.
But
I probably put Lux up there. Lux. Lux. Lux
he
was just so.
demolished everybody. I watched his whole run too. He was tearing niggas ass up.
Yeah.
And
Because
I
like I
was
said,
shocked.
I'm not even talking about just the raps, but just like the poise, the demeanor, the clothes. I
Yeah.
would say Hollow flow was a little too choppy for the beat, but Hollow was fucking niggas up there too.
Right.
But but and Hollow was really freestyling.
Impressive.
Yeah, Hollow was really up there freestyling. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go, because I mean, just it's just so much that go into, like, that nigga Oon is mad tall, so he just really looked like he was just fucking niggas up there. I'm just watching that. I'm watching everything. I'm
Right.
watching how a nigga got his hat cocked. I'm watching everything, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, just yeah, those guys.
I always wanted to ask you this, even though we were introduced to you on a battle rap platform, and I've seen you do battles afterwards.
Right.
Why didn't you never become a part of that URL circuit?
Oh, hold on. I gotta pour a shot for this. Hold up.
I always wonder why, because you battled. I know you battled. I know you battled afterwards. You had some battles, some independent battles, but I
What's
never
this?
understood why you didn't go that route.
What's your favorite song on Reasonable Doubt?
Probably Can I Live?
That's a good one.
And I
I
listened
thought
to that. I got the iPod in my whip. I got all of Jay-Z's albums on this iPod. That the more I listen to Can I Live, the more powerful that shit sounds. He was really on some shit. Like he was bugging out for real.
I would probably say my favorite song on Reasonable Doubt is Regrets.
Oh, that's my shit. Yeah.
I like Regrets. But one of my favorite songs is Politics as Usual.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I mean, you gotta you want the full rundown. Like how you it's so many ways. It's
I
so
want
many,
to
I mean,
know what position was you put in because I've known you for some time now, and you strike me as a nigga that's not gonna go for nothing. And I remember when this is how I remember the timeline for battle rap that ended up on YouTube. After the smack battles, the platform that meant something as far as battle rapping was the Lions Den,
right,
right? All right, boom.
right.
And it was basically like when Smack seen what Lux was doing with the Lions Den. We still on DVDs at this time, by the way. Lions Den was a
Yeah,
DVD.
yeah.
It was like he,
Listen. The first few Smack URL battles was sold as DVDs.
okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
it was almost like he kind of like strong armed using his popularity and maybe his resources, he strong armed the battle rap culture from the Lions Den.
I
Lux
like how.
and and and, and
Listen.
Lux
So
and Dude fell out. Remember they started beefing him
so
and
so you
Sub-Zero.
saying? Hold on. Let me ask you something. You saying Smack URL strong armed a battle platform and ran with it?
It was the way I
No, you just say.
remember it.
Hold
Hold
on. You
on.
said yes. No, I'm glad
Yes,
you.
yes,
No,
he strong armed it. Yes.
that. Listen, that was just the first time they did it. I'm gonna tell you about another time, but keep going. Keep
Okay.
going.
It from what I seen, he basically strong armed the shit and took it from Lux. Lux and Sub-Zero fell out, so he probably wasn't going to put out a third volume of the Lions Den. It probably happened at the right time, right when Lux encountered some turbulence because him and
Yeah.
Sub-Zero fell out.
Yeah.
Smack just boom, and
Yeah.
everybody, the niggas that I was seeing fucking with Smack, a lot of them dudes came from the fucking Lions Den.
A
Uh,
lot of dudes came from Lions Den. A lot of dudes
K
came from Grind
Shine,
Time. A
K
lot of
Shine, Goods, Head
yeah.
Ice. All of them, yeah, they left the Lions Den and went with Smack. And
Right.
you was right in the thick of this. You
Right
said
there.
you had retired in around 2009, 2010 from 106 and Park. So that would put
Yeah.
you right in the middle of the URL being in its infancy stages. And
Yes.
I never understood why you didn't go.
All right. So remember how I told you how the microphones was, how they engineered the audio after it was post production.
Yeah.
The engineer for 106 was my man Loose. Loose was the engineer for Smack. Every time I finished battling, he'd be like, yo, I'm gonna get you come over here, battle with Smack. I mean, come over here. He said, yo, I want you. First battle I went to was at Santos Playhouse. It was when Surf first battle, when he
Hmm.
battled Young L.
Hmm.
Um DNA versus P.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Newborn battle Calico. It was Calico first battle.
Yeah.
So he telling me like, yo, get you over here. Joe Light and O Red almost got into a fight. The shit got broke up. It was snowing in New York. I was like, man, I was like, all right, this is actually the day I met Good. It's if a nigga would have kept rolling, because Goods and Calico was arguing. If they would have kept the camera rolling, you would have saw as soon as they finished arguing, Goods turned to me like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, what's up, nigga? Like, I hope you ain't about to bring that energy over here. He like, nah, fuck with you. You the nigga from 106, whatever, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yo, I'm gonna tap you in with niggas. At the time, I'm living in Philly. I want to battle Tech Nine because Tech Nine is the nigga in Philly.
In Philly, he was. Rest in peace
I
to
want
him.
to battle. I'm going to every smack battle. I'm going to every grind time battle because this is keeping my shit sharp too. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So I'm telling niggas, I want to battle Tech Nine. Nah, you ain't that. You can't just come over here and battle who you want because this is not 106. So they was trying to get me to battle like some low tier niggas. I'm like, man, fuck this shit, man. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all niggas is in here fighting. They got me doing show. And then I would tell the dude from 106, like, yo, I want to battle over here. I'd be like, yo, Loose. The nigga name was Loose. And this how a nigga used to try to play the nigga. You know how like a nigga be like, he'd be like, Loose. He's like, you mean Jason? Jason said that? Man, fuck Jason, man. He'll call a nigga, book me for a show. Look, I got you booked for a show. Don't worry about that battle shit. We're gonna get you a record deal. You know what I mean? So now, as time is going on, doing the shows and shit, now I win the whole shit. I win the whole shit. I battle Uncasa. The nigga from 106 didn't even want me to battle Uncasa. He
Yeah.
didn't even want me to battle him. Nah, we're gonna get you these shows. You don't want to be a battle rapper your whole life, blah, blah, blah. Because you gotta remember, we come from the era where you battled to get a record deal.
Yeah. Basically. Yeah.
So now we're gonna get you this, we're gonna get you that, whatever. But he was full of shit. So now they want me to battle on there. But he's telling me not to battle because he's gonna get me a record deal. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Right.
I'm like, all right, I rolled the dice with the nigga that made shit happen for me. You know, it didn't work out. Now we fast forward. The dude, his name is PC. We just gonna call him that. I'm not gonna say his whole government.
Okay.
But PC had me doing shows, right? He had it in his mind. He stopped working for BT. Remember, I told you he got caught with the payola.
Yeah.
So he went to MTV. He says, yo, fuck BT, man. Them niggas don't pay, man. Look how they be doing you. That's what he telling me. He trying to manipulate the shit. Look how they be doing you, man. Like, nah, we're going to MTV. We're going to create some battle shit on MTV that's going to put BT Freestyle Friday out of business. I mean, I'm still rocking with this nigga.
Yeah.
I said, this is 2012. He say, yo, because he see where battle rap is going now. You know what I mean? He's a TV nigga. So he's looking at the numbers.
Yeah.
It's right after Lux Battle Calico. Yo, we gonna call this shit. You're gonna get this work, nigga. It's gonna be It's gonna be $100,000 tournament on MTV. I need the top battle niggas. Me, him, and Lux have a meeting at Amy Roof's in Harlem. I say, yo, bro, I need Arsenal. I need DNA. I need Cortez. I need Goods. I need all the top niggas. I say, yo, bro, none of them niggas is gonna battle on TV for that money, bro. I say, yo, that's not how this game goes, bro. Like, a nigga don't want a loss on his record. You know what I mean? Because that fucks up his payday. So now when he go to ask for X amount of dollars, well, we would pay, but you just lost on there, so you got to take a pay cut. Yeah. Bro, these niggas, they could get that number that you're giving them, they can get that on their own. Yeah. But I tell you who will battle. There's a whole nother tier of niggas that battle that you don't know about. The young cannons, the real deals. You know, these type of niggas. Okay. So I start sending him footage of these niggas. Look, these niggas will do the show because they want to be on TV. These niggas you talking about, they don't give a fuck about being on TV. They're YouTube stars. Yeah. Man. I do a show. It was for this marketing firm. It was a private party. Smack and Beasley pop up at the show. Oh, they tell me, oh, yo, you doing these shows, nigga. You don't want to battle no more. I said, they had wanted me to battle. I had got a direct who did Grind Time, had wanted me to, he was going to start a new battle league. He said, y'all want you to battle Midwest Miles. But this shit never happened. But I had the 3 rounds for Miles. So I said, listen.
You would have killed Miles. Go ahead.
No, listen, I battled Miles. I battled Miles in Detroit. Them niggas booed the fuck out of me out there. That shit was a horrible experience. But either way, okay, yeah, shit was horrible. It was horrible. It was horrible. But either way, I said, listen, I got 3 rounds ready for Miles right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Smacking these niggas. No, Beasley, because Beasley's the nigga who run it. He takes a picture of me performing at the show. Yo, I just seen Bones Brigante shut down a live show. Look forward to him battling on Smack. He's battling a Smack Pioneer real soon. So now, because at the time, like I said, I had been back and forth. Beasley was always my point of contact over there. So me and Beasley talked. Oh, Bones, Smack and Beasley here because I got them working on the show that we're going to do for MTV. You know, we're going to bring them in to bring some credibility to what's going on. You know what I mean? And we're going to put BT out of business. Right. I'm on Instagram. I see Smack post. Smack is bringing URL to BET's 106 and Park Freestyle Friday. And it's all the niggas that I told him about that he should pick for this shit that we going to MTV. Mm-hmm. So I hit him. I say, yo, son, what happened? I thought we was doing this shit on MTV. He said, what you mean? I say, yo, bro, everything we just talked about, I just seen Smack and them niggas talking about they doing it at BET. He like, hold on. But now what was that shit that you said that they took Lions then?
Strong arm. He's stronger. Oh, he strong arm him too, huh?
Strong arm my man for the joint. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Damn, and it's a dirty game. Niggas get killed for that shit, man. Niggas get killed.
Bro. Yo, bro. Bro, but hold on, check it out though. So they just because BT ratings is dropped. So now they looking at the numbers they want to bring their ratings up so they get smack over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they just and it just was like any of us. The way they did that shit the first time, smacking them niggas was just happy to be on TV. And smacking them niggas, like if you can see now, if anything that got to do with battle rap, they don't give a fucking, like, they don't want you doing that shit. You know, they don't want you. Can't have it. Oh, you want to battle over there? And this is what I didn't realize at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, the first time they did it, they didn't even have it organized. But they just, nigga, if battle rap is gonna get done, we gonna do it over here. So they do it on BT. And this nigga's mad, like, yo, these niggas. All right, but what you gonna do about it, nigga? Like, because that's why they took it, because they know you're not gonna do nothing about it. You know what I mean?
Right. So
now, season 2 comes around for the shit. They call a nigga, like, listen, no hard feeling. And that's why you don't see me with this rap shit. Because I don't know how to be this level of fake, my nigga. Like you said, nigga supposed to die, my nigga. What is going on, bro? Like, so the nigga, they spin the block and call the nigga. Like, listen, the first time we did that shit, it was a rush job. We want to do it the right way now, though. So, but like, how do we word what we want out of the production? And like, we got a real contract. He does the consultation for the second season. After they strong arm him for the show, he does the consultation. He consults these niggas how to walk through the contract.
Yeah.
So the niggas say, yo, listen, tell them you need this for production. You need this, that. Oh, and what's going to help promote y'all shit? Y'all need a smack BT cipher for the next 3 years. This is how you got Mook on stage.
Yeah.
This is how you got to see Rain and Goods and Surf in these joints. But he tells them, yo, do me a favor though. Just promise me you're gonna put Bones in one of them ciphers. Yeah, we got him. Don't worry. I see Beasley at the battles. Yo, we got you for the cipher, bro. You know, like, you know what I mean? Yo, we locked in a deal with BT. Pat helped us consult it. Do I ever get the call for the cipher? Nah. Niggas never. Then they kept dragging a Miles battle. Miles called me, yo, I got 5 bands for you right now, bro. I'm gonna send it 25 right now, yo. Just come to Detroit and do it. You know what I mean? Now at this time, I'm fucked up. And also, I don't even understand. The nigga posted, as soon as I agreed to, told him nigga wire that shit just before Cash App and all that. The nigga tweeted, this nigga gotta be the dumbest nigga in the world. He gonna battle me in Detroit. I'm about to, the niggas, it was a biased crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I got my bread, but now they looking at me. Listen, Beasley dragging his foot with this battle for months, my nigga. I mean, I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I was just supposed to let that shit drag out, never take that money.
Yeah.
Because the battle wound up, it didn't even wind up being nothing. Beasley not answering my texts, my calls. Soon as Miles announced that shit, I'm home taking a nap. I wake up 3 missed calls. Beasley, I get a text. Yo, how you just agreed to that battle? I thought we was doing it over here. I said, wait, hold on. Hold on, let me see if I could back out the shit. Nah, it's good, bro. We'll figure something else out. Never. Niggas never did nothing. And that's very surface level. It's been all types of other little goofy shit behind the scenes that didn't happen. But like, that's the business. That's the business. It's politics as usual. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. I always
know,
wondered what it was.
Yeah. Now, like I said, there was a point in time where I was like, I'm good off this shit. I'm about to get a record deal. I don't want to do it. But then there was times when I spun the block and I was told that things was going to happen and they didn't happen. This why I just be talking about Cologne. I don't want to be around these dirty niggas, B. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. Y'all niggas ain't keeping y'all word. I can't talk to y'all for too long because y'all ain't got no insurance and that back tooth in y'all mouth stink. You know what I mean? Your breath stink. Like, that's the way the game go. I guess this how it's got to be.
You probably ended up in a better situation. They forced you into entrepreneurship. You gotta that Friday fragrance shit that you be doing, that shit's fly as fuck. It's original. I bought a couple of your fragrances a couple of years ago.
Man, listen. Not only did you buy some, you sold me a bunch of them shits when you posted about it.
Oh, no doubt. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
they came straight to my girl was like, because my girl, she used to help me with the. She said, "Why is you selling so?" It was a Sunday you posted that shit.
Yeah.
She's like, "Why is there so many?" I sold like 50, 60 joints off of when
That
you
shit
posted
was
that
like
shit.
that. It was cherry, vanilla, cherry wood, some shit. That shit was live. I
Yeah,
fucked with it.
yeah,
So yeah, they forced you into entrepreneurship.
yes.
Everything happens for a reason. I
Yeah,
feel that.
and listen, I'm not bitter about it. You asked me what happened, so I had to tell what happened. But like I said, I done came to the like me and my daughter had this conversation. Like, yo, you might have got the bag and had a big ass chain on and been somewhere else, and the nigga blew your brains out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not bitter about like it. This is just it's how the shit went. I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed and protected. So I'ma always be good. You know what I mean? The same way they say God give his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. Like the thing about me, I'ma always be all right. So it ain't like you said, it forced me into doing something else where I was able to pivot and I
Original
could do it.
too. Original. The backdrop, everything that you create, you got all them fucking fragrances and shit like that.
Yeah.
And
So
you can
yeah,
still battle if you want to.
if I wanted to, and then you talking about, bro, look at this shit. I started just putting my phone on a dresser
Yeah.
with a bunch of dusty ass bottles. You know what I mean? I could
I
do this shit
watched the
till I'm 60.
progression. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, that's the thing about me, yo. I'ma always be good. Some of these niggas that was blessed to be able to do that, I can't say that they would have been able to do that. So that's what God got for them. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's how it went, man.
Appreciate you sitting down with me this evening. Rest in peace to Poster Boy, one of the great rappers that came out of Harlem. I won't label him a battle rapper. He just was able to battle. But for
Yeah.
those of you in here tonight who listen to this discussion, want y'all to go and run them numbers up on Jurassic Harlem.
That's a
It's a shame that
classic.
we didn't
Yo,
get more. I know that
that do you that's what I'm saying. I don't Y'all go run them numbers up, but if you too young, you will never know what it felt like
facts. You had to
to
live
like,
through this shit.
yeah, like to get that clue tape and like you said, we didn't want Poster Run to be over. So
Yeah.
when it was over and you got these mid niggas up there battling, but now we get the clue tape and Jurassic. My name is Poster. I'm a rider, similar to Destiny Child. So like we get the clue tape and we hearing it where we knew he belonged. Like
Yeah.
we knew this is where he belonged, and this is not. We got to give him the history with the clue tape, nigga. If you number 17, 18 on that clue tape, nigga, that's charity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. If you one
This
through
is
five, 1 through 4, you the nigga. Yeah.
You that nigga, this is Jay-Z, this is Fab, this is Nas, this is
Yeah.
and Posters right there.
And them CDs was like drugs.
Come on, man.
CDs was like drugs. You had to have them, man.
Gully, let
Niggas
me
used
ask
to
you
steal
something.
my
So
CDs out my whip.
hold on,
I
hold on,
just go buy
hold on.
another one.
Look, this is what I'm about to say. Imagine a nigga tell you, yo, look, you get in a nigga car, pop the CD in. Nigga drop you off like, yo, leave it in the car, bro. I'm gonna give it to you later. You gonna leave it?
Hell no.
Fuck no, nigga. Hell no. You
Nigga
ain't
not
never gonna
giving
see
that
that
shit
shit
back,
again.
man. Niggas not giving that shit back.
Nigga
They
ain't
not.
giving that shit back, man. Nigga be, my brother took it, all that. Nigga got that shit in his fucking thing the whole time, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts.
Shit.
He will be
Shit
remembered,
me.
man. Always will be remembered. Before you get off here, I want you to give these people some insight on that series that you did, 30 freestyles for 30 days or some shit. I can't remember the name.
This is what I'm saying. 30 for 30. Like that's what I
30 for
said.
30.
Listen, I just love to rap. You know what I mean? I love the I just did that shit because I wanted to. I done spent more money than I made money rapping. I
Yeah.
mean, but I love this shit. And every time a nigga like Nas drops something, all they do is just raise the age limit for a nigga like me. So that at that time, nigga, bro, shit was. I said, yo, I gotta let niggas know how I feel. I gotta let these niggas know that this shit over here is different. I'm just because you don't see me on Smack, just you don't hear me on the radio, nigga, I can hang with the best of them. Watch this: 30 days,
No doubt.
30 freestyles, straight. And I did it twice. You niggas ain't even got enough outfits to do that, man.
No doubt. Shout out to your videographer, man. He did a great job. Bones, I appreciate you. Tell them where they can get your fragrances at, and tell them where you at on IG. We're gonna get up out of here. Thanks
Man,
a lot.
at Bones Brigante. At Bones Brigante on everything, man. I'm in a season right now. I'm just really working on myself, my mind, my body, and my spirit. I just understand life. So I ain't really doing much content these days. But when it's time for me to pop back out, y'all know what it's gonna be, man. It's gonna be beautiful, like everything else always is.
No doubt. We got 79 minutes in here. This is a classic, man. That's an hour and some change and shit, man. It's one of the longest live streams I ever did, but it was very necessary, and I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
that's why when you said 20 minutes, I'm like, nah, we gonna talk.
Yeah, no doubt. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at I am gullytv _. Visit my websites, therealdribble.com, panit.com, all of that. Support what I'm doing. I'm gonna continue to bring y'all original hip hop, sports, and fashion. Bones, it's been real, man. I appreciate you again, man. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate you. I appreciate your journalism, man. Thank you.
Yep. All right.